So, of course, we cannot move forward without once again reminding our people that we live in a nation that is called Nigeria, which is an estate of their great grandfather Osman Dan Fodio. And we live in a place where they will ruthlessly prevent a change of power, where they will use the minority of the North as a willing tool and the South as a conquered territory. And they will never allow us, they will never allow us to have control over our future. Even devil himself didn't even say this. I was telling Sister Ekwe the other day, some of these people, the demonic mandate in their system is more than the devil himself. Because the devil that we know of from the Bible, the devil is a gentleman. Oh. Because before he does anything, he will go and warn you. He will say, Jesus, I come here. I want to jump from here so I can give you bread and water. He doesn't go and push Jesus out of the cliff. These people will do. Mommy, think about it.
The devil is better than some of them.
The devil is better than some of them. He will actually consult with you and try to tell you something and see if you go and do it.
Yeah, he will talk to you before he's not tempting you.
You know, these people, you will be sleeping. They will say your whole private part is their interest, and they will start eating the interest all by themselves. So when we say devil is even a gentleman compared to these people, it's an understatement. Because someone will sit, you know, if you also ask me, I feel like this is a declaration. This is when they hand over Nigeria to this guy and they want to make sure that he's going to work for them. So they gave him the platform to come out and announce to everybody without fear that they will control you, to tell his puppet masters that, okay, you see how far I have gone. I have come out in public to let these people know. So I'm not hiding my intentions so that, you know, you will know that I'm your one-on-one partner here. Yeah. And of course, nobody read it as a declaration. They didn't even read it as anything. But it's a declaration of this man swearing to uphold his puppet's mandate. And we're still living in that mayhem up to today. And we know how to get out of there. We know how to put a stop to all of this because there is a way through Ninas we can take the responsibility for our future and also take charge of our spaces and end this constitutional dark connection that we've had that is holding us down, that is making this man's declaration to remain true till today. All right, looking at our objectives, Africa is rising. We are going to look at the shackles of neocolonialism. We are going to look at how breaking away from colonial constraints, how we can break away from colonial constraints. We are going to find our roots in ancient prophecy because these things that are going on has been ongoing. Like we hear things that happens in the Bible, people that didn't listen, people that didn't take, people that waited, people that lament, people that don't hear the way out. They will wait to the last minute, then they will start calling God as if their God is wicked. My sister will tie all of that things down today using the same so-called Bible that we all believe in. We're also going to look at what former President Goodluck mentioned about the rising of African youths. He gave a perfect example of what happened in Burkina Faso. You cannot push people against the wall because there's no other place for them to go. They will have to react. And of course, we'll look at the 5 points Nina agenda as well as the spotlight on our the wisdom of our ancestors. All right. So looking at the shackles of neocolonialism, we know that colonialism is the last stage of imperialism. They don't have any choice. We are done. This marriage that they refuse to divorce, and yeah, divorce to go home. We have turned in the papers, signed the orders by ourselves. We are not even waiting for the judge anymore. We are done. The colonial masters, they set up official boundaries to prevent us from talking to ourselves. They did it at a continent level, they did it at a country level, state, community level, as well as even personal level, family level as well. Because through their churches, they are able to break families. You'll be going to Anglican, your other sister will be going to Pentecostal, the other one will be going to Jehovah Witness. Before you guys know it, everybody is fighting because I don't believe what your pastor told you.
Exactly.
So they use all the tools that they can. When we say multifaceted tactics, they use it all. Mm-hmm. They impose and they continue to impose puppets. and their local agents over the indigenous peoples, which are the owners of the land. They will not allow us to make our own decisions. So every time you are sitting down, you're thinking, oh, my brother is here, we all look like each other. No, look at history. They've always used someone that looked like you to do bad to you. So there's always a sellout. There's always somebody selling out to make sure that the people remains down and he's up there while the people are down and he's communicating with the colonial masters. That's why you will see people park $20 billion in their houses, $4.6 billion in their mansions, and our people are dying of hunger and they're busy buying. Even they have the 27 properties, it's still not enough, and they'll watch our people die of hunger because they are not there to represent the people. They are just a local agent. They are just puppets that are working for the colonialists. They give us a system of government that cannot qualify as democracy. We know that their democracy, or the democracy that they have offered us, is not even called democracy. It's demon and crazy together. Demon and crazy together. There's nothing demon and crazy with what they have given us, because the so-called system is not by the people, it's not for the people, and it has nothing to offer us. With all of these things, they stifled Africans' growth through unequal trade relationships and external control. So they will come, destroy our land, take the uranium, go and sell it in their stock market, make billions. People in France will retire at 62, and my mother will die at 64 without getting even one holiday off. And they're okay with it. They are fine. These people, we are one. These children had a summit with them, warn them about the way that they're, treating Africa, the way that they are still managing Africa as of what, I think that was a year or 2 years ago. They never brought anybody to the table, because who are you to talk to them? They own you, they own your interest, they own everything that concerns you, and it's okay. So they will steal from Africa, they will come to America and project the Black people here as demon, so that people can see Africans as nothing. The people that commit crimes, people that are no good, people that are useless, and all manner of stuff. They made Africa unable to leverage on her natural resources. We will sit here and Shell will own the oil in Bayelsa. We will sit here and ExxonMobil will own the oil in Enugu. We will sit here, they will own all of them. Their children and them are living their best lives. CEOs are getting paid billions and billions of dollars. And then are we talking about their bonus packages? Let's not mention that. They are not just taking the resources, they are also destroying our land, making it uninhabitable for the people. Our people that used to fish for survival can't even do that anymore because they have destroyed this. That's how demonic and wicked these people are. Erosion everywhere, not mindful of anything. They're just taking and taking and taking and not giving anything back. The so-called aid that they claim to give us, that they're giving us aid, if you say you don't agree with any of their what is this called, their recommendations, you're done. They will seize it. IMF will join them and act as a local state agent, or should I call it an international state agent, to decide if you get your money or not, because you refuse to acknowledge whatever nonsense that they want you to acknowledge. They have subjected African continents to exploitative projects that do not benefit the people. The same people, the Westerners, are the only people that can go anywhere in the world and be safe. They can go and meet Boko Haram, nothing will happen. They will meet the terrorists in Middle East, nothing will happen. They will go and have meeting with them. If you go, you will not come out. As a result, Africa is unable to deal with her peculiar challenges and meet her developmental goals. So we need to rise. We need to break away. Our children are holding us responsible to ensure that that happens. Please continue to help us to share and like and hit the notification button. Well, like we said earlier, they don't have a choice because we are rising. We will reclaim our resources. We will chart a new course towards sustainable development. We will harness our vast potential and cultivate innovation to forge a brighter future for our children. As the grip of this neocolonialism weakens, we will diversify our economy and will trade with our brothers and sisters without any constraints. We will invest in effective and beneficial educational system, teach them how to handle the raw materials. We will nurture our local industries. We will trade with our own currencies. We will grow louder on global stage, and we'll be able to actively shape international discourse. Not only will we do all these things, we will advocate for fair trade. We always fair people. It's the other people that want to take their own and take yours and still want you dead. We have always been fair in all our ways, in all our dealings. That's in our DNA. The other group, they lack the capacity to see the humanity in other people. Not only will we advocate for fair trade, we will forge partnership that is based on mutual respect. So Africa is not only changing her own narrative, but we will also inspire other regions to envision a future that is rooted in self-determination and empowerment. Basically, all we're asking is for fairness, equity, and justice. Westerners, all we're asking is fairness, equity, and justice. Can you guys appreciate that? Can you guys acknowledge that? Can you guys begin to see the humanity in us?